Some cases are strange, some are disturbing, but a few break every rule of logic. Today we're diving into one of the most chilling and unexplained cases ever discovered, the Dream Box case. A buried wooden box behind an ordinary house in Oregon. A missing woman, disturbing recordings, and a set of clues that investigators still can't explain. This is a true story, and it's one that will stay with you long after this video ends. In 2013, a man named George Miller bought an old house that had been on the market for years. He was excited to start a new life, until something buried beneath the soil changed everything. While digging to install a garden sprinkler system, George's shovel struck something solid. At first, he thought it was a large rock, but the sound was wrong, hollow, wooden. He brushed away the soil and unearthed a large wooden box sealed tightly with rusted nails. When he pried it open, what he found inside made him stumble back in fear. Inside the box were a wax-coated doll with distorted facial features, a diary stained with dark marks, an old cassette tape, several hand-drawn sketches of a tall, dark figure, and the final page, written in red ink, "She's still here. She won't let me go." Who was she, and why did someone bury these objects? George immediately contacted the police. After a preliminary examination, detectives connected the diary to the former owner of the house, a woman named Marilyn Cooper. Neighbors remembered her well. They reported sleepless nights, loud screams, and Marilyn speaking to someone invisible. Police visited the house several times, but never found enough evidence to intervene. And then, one night, Marilyn simply vanished. Marilyn's diary was the most disturbing piece of evidence. Page after page described the same nightmare. A tall, faceless woman in a long black dress. Marilyn wrote, "Every night she comes closer. I wake up and I can still feel her hand on my shoulder." Even more unsettling, the sketches were always identical. Same shape, same figure, same presence. It was as if Marilyn was seeing something real. Investigators restored the old cassette tape. What they heard was terrifying. A trembling voice, Marilyn's, said, "Every time I dream of her, she's in my room, standing at the door." A loud gasp, a scream, and then silence. Nothing else was recorded. According to neighbors, days before she vanished, strange sounds echoed from Marilyn's house. Heavy breathing, footsteps, whispering. One neighbor claimed that on her final night, Marilyn walked into the backyard carrying a large wooden box, the same box George uncovered years later. 48 hours after that sighting, Marilyn was reported missing. Despite massive searches, no trace of her was ever found. Forensics found 2 fingerprints on the buried box, one belonging to Marilyn, the other belonging to an unidentified individual. The unknown print matched no one in national or state databases. To this day, its owner remains a mystery. Over the years, 3 major theories have emerged. 1. The psychological theory. Marilyn suffered from severe mental illness and buried the box during a breakdown. 2. The criminal theory. Someone else forced her to create the diary, the tape, and the drawings, then killed her and buried the evidence. 3. The supernatural theory. The dark figure in her dreams wasn't imaginary. It was a real entity, one that first appears in nightmares, then crosses into reality. Supporters of this theory point to the identical drawings, the final diary entry, and the unexplained fingerprint. The dream box wasn't just a buried container. It was a message, a warning, or perhaps a desperate attempt to hide something too terrifying to face. Marilyn Cooper's fate remains unknown. The identity of the mysterious fingerprint is still unresolved, and the meaning behind her drawings continues to haunt investigators.
If she really was being followed by something from her dreams, then the real question is, where is it now?